And this is a topic we have to discuss right here. So over the weekend, I was contemplating about streaming. I was contemplating about Twitch. And I had a big discussion about what to do with Twitch. And I know we already had like multiple discussions about this. I know that some people can't hear it anymore, and I'm truly sorry for everyone. If you don't want to talk about all of this and basically what we would do in the foreseeable future, you might want to leave for the next 20 minutes and then come back. So if you're like, oh, I'm totally not caring for that, now is the perfect time to grab something to drink, grab some lunch or something like that. But I was contemplating about streaming a lot. And the more I looked at my numbers, at things, how I feel about it, like it's not just numbers, it's also sometimes like how a streamer feels about streaming and where they are with their platform. It feels bad. It looks bad. Like Twitch is telling me all numbers are going down. All numbers are going down, which I shouldn't have reached the ceiling in any shape or form yet on Twitch. Like not even remotely close. And even the feeling is very much, this is not going anywhere. And it gets worse and worse. And it gets even worse when I'm looking at other streamers. Streamers I know from the Mixer days. Like I don't want to name any names because I hate to put people into the spotlight, but they have been a lot of streamers I have been following over from Mixer, and their numbers have been abysmal, as my numbers have been. Their numbers have been stagnating, like my numbers have been. They have lost so much of their community partially, and like wherever you go, like even like some of the top streamers who have been much bigger than I ever have been on Mixer, they haven't been growing. They're basically keeping their numbers since they moved over from Mixer to Twitch, but they haven't been growing. Yes, they got more followers, but okay, cool. But when it comes to like live streaming numbers, nothing changed for them. Like they have been even people who have now been coming over from Mixer to Twitch like 9 months ago, before Mixer were going down. They haven't been growing. And like even if I look like at some YouTubers who have like 300,000 followers on YouTube, they come over to Twitch, do their live streams sometimes here, and they have like, yeah, here are 700 to 500 viewers. From the 300,000 people you have on YouTube, you have 700 people watching. And I know that some streamers out there say, yeah, you have to foster different communities on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and then you have to bring them over. You know the amount of communities you have to foster over there on the other platforms? That's like another full-time job. Like seriously. It's kind of crazy like how much effort you have to put into those platforms to gain like a big enough fellowship to then hope that a few people jump over to Twitch. Like even then it doesn't always work because all the content you're creating for TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, like all the other channels are on demand. That means there can be like you can create some of your most loyal fans over at YouTube, but they will never watch your live streams because you are streaming at 8 a.m. in the morning like I do, but they can only watch at like night because they're sleeping in the morning or they're working in the morning, like something like that. They will never be able to watch your live stream. So you're basically putting a lot of other time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy into other platforms just so to foster a community there which will never support your live streaming efforts because they can't. And what I will now say, I want to make something very clear. I don't mean that disrespectful in any shape or form. And some of you, if not like most of you, have given me so much. You have supported me so much for what I'm doing, for the content I'm producing, and I'm absolutely grateful for that. Like, I cannot stop to thank you for all the subscribers, for all the tippers, for all the bit users, like for the gifted subs. Like, thank you very much for that. But we have reached a point where the people who are in this community who are also supporting me cannot support me anymore. Like, we have basically reached the maximum of support this community can foster, basically. So the only way to basically push this forward is we need more people, right? Like, we have to grow the community, we have to grow the people who are watching. And unfortunately, the problem is that I don't think we will be able to do this here on Twitch. And most importantly, like, funny enough, one of my late friends, when I was thinking about streaming again 4 years ago, I did go to him and I was like, dude, look, I'm thinking about streaming again. Just for the fun of it, not to make any money or anything. Like, I had my job at that point, right? I wasn't a streamer. I was just like, I was basically like just done with the gaming journalist. I was working in the gaming industry, but I had some free time and I thought that, hey, let's do some live stream, right? And I was going to my late friend and I was like, dude, I'm thinking about streaming. And you know what his first words were? Don't go to Twitch. I was like, whoa, why is that? Because Twitch will not help you to grow and Twitch will not foster a community for you. Don't go to Twitch. Believe me, whatever you do, don't come over here. Don't try to build a community here. Don't do that. And I was like, whoa, okay. And that was out of his mouth, where he was actually successful. But he was like, yeah, but I'm successful not because of Twitch. I'm successful because of the other things I have been doing before. It's like, okay. And now I'm on Twitch 4 years after he told me not to, because Twitch is already a shit show. And I came now over here 4 years after the fact he said that. And it's like, he is right. Oh, you had a bad dream? Baron, good vibes to you. No, I hope this is not dragging you down. This is great. Like, yeah, the bad dream, and now there's a dude sitting here in front of his cam, lamenting over streaming. Great, great thing, great thing. The problem is just, and especially Twitch, like the same issues Twitch had 4 years ago are still here. Like, Twitch doesn't do anything to find you. Like, people who find me do that out of pure randomness. And it's like, that is the biggest problem. Like, Twitch doesn't have an algorithm. Twitch hasn't like, even their search function is meh. And then I'm also competing with big streamers. Like the moment I'm going live at 8 a.m. ET, Carnage is going live, who is just going into a game channel, playing that game, and it's like a black hole sucking in all the viewers. And this is just one big channel, leaving alone all the other middle range and smaller channels, which you still have to compete with. Like, you don't have a breathing room over here. You don't. Basically, your live streaming abilities do not determine your success on a live streaming platform. You know how crazy that sounds? When you think about it, the thing you are supposed to do on a live streaming platform, in the end, will not determine your success or your failure on that live streaming platform. And this is how it is. This is at least how I have seen it now. Like, I have looked at multiple numbers. Like, I have looked at YouTube numbers. Like, I even looked a little bit over the weekend at Trovo, just to like have a feeling about like how smaller platforms are doing, and even was on Facebook Gaming. I know the numbers are all skewed on Facebook Gaming. I know that, but that wasn't really the point. It wasn't really to find like a place where I want to be. It was just like to see how numbers fluctuate and how numbers are basically moving on the platform. Like, one of the great examples on YouTube was Mafia Definitive Edition, which came out on Friday, right? And Mafia Definitive Edition here on Twitch was a brick wall. Not only because everyone and their grandma was playing this game, it was just like there was no movement of viewer base. Like, when a channel did go offline, I was actually looking at it over the weekend. Like, a big channel was streaming Mafia Definitive Edition, like 20,000 viewers. Those 20,000 viewers were not going into other channels. They disappeared from the platform. Like, or when we had the League of Legends World Championship running over the weekend with hundreds of thousands of viewers. And it was not like that those numbers were then like going into other games. They were just leaving. They were gone. And again, the more I look at this, the more it becomes clear to me that Twitch is not the platform to grow. And I know that some people will say, well, Mo, but you're a partner here on Twitch. Like, come on. Be a little bit more grateful for that. And I am. But to basically explain my situation in a TLDR with the partnership is basically, I'm a king without a kingdom. Well, you're getting partnership here on Twitch when you reach like a certain community milestone. When you have like a big community, when you have like a lot of viewers watching, that is when you are getting partnered. But I don't have that. I have a small, tight community who supports the hell out of me. Like this dude who's just interrupting me rudely in my talking. Like this dude right here. Mnemonic Man, thank you so much for the resub. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for the support, man. I really, really do appreciate that. And yeah, so basically, I'm a king without a kingdom. And it's like, cool, I have a title, right? My title is partner, but everyone just takes a minute to look at my numbers and realize, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. So, long talk short. This was me contemplating over hours. Like this was the short explanation of how my weekend was for myself. And I was basically contemplating all over the weekend. But here's what we are doing. And I know this will probably damage me in the long run. I know this might, like, some people will turn away because of it. Because I know that when you're doing like some platform hopping and basically moving platforms, you lose a lot of your community because they don't want to do it and they hate change. But I will be honest, we are at the point now where, and I know this sounds very dark and very grim, but we're at the point where losing another like 2 or 3 viewers doesn't do much anymore. That's how bad it became. And it sucks. And I know that people have other things to do. I don't blame you. Like, I to want to make this very, very, very clear. This is not on you. I do not blame you. You do already everything you can in your power to support me. Like by just watching, by retweeting, and liking my tweets. Speaking of liking my tweet, if you want to support the channel, you can click on the link I just posted here on Twitter, and then you can like it. But no, like, you already go above and beyond everything I could ever ask for. This is not on you. This is on, well, it's not even on me. It's on the platform we are on right now. So, very long talk. Starting next week, on Monday, that day will become a YouTube day. Like, full on YouTube. My news will be on YouTube on that day. My stream with games afterwards will be on YouTube on that day. And we will do a Monday. I know that some people will be like, but I don't want to be on YouTube. Like, I hate YouTube. I don't want to be there. I understand that. I respect that. And that is why it is only one day. And then the other days will still be Twitch. And the good thing is that most new games don't come out on Monday, right? So you don't have to fear that you are like missing a new release. Most games come out on Tuesday, Thursday, or, well, as of late on Friday, because yay. And you will not miss much. Like, if you are really like a die-hard Twitch viewer, like, see it just as a day off of me. But yeah, we will do like Monday will be YouTube day, and then maybe we are adding more days. Maybe we are getting lucky on Twitch and something miraculous happens. Like, maybe Twitch is finally implementing changes to make people like watchable and not just getting buried by 20 billion channels. Actually, we are not that far away from YouTube partner. Funny enough, we're actually not that far away. Yep, we're not that far away from YouTube partner. We need a little bit more followers, and, well, the hours of my views are actually like also slowly getting there. And that is the crazy part. It's like when I'm looking at YouTube, where I am right now at YouTube, with the amount of effort I'm putting into YouTube, I basically have no right to be where I am at YouTube right now with the effort I'm putting in. Because I'm not putting a lot of effort into my YouTube. Yeah, sure, I'm uploading like my VODs there. Kinda ask sometimes. And I have like some other videos I'm doing now and then. But when I look at my numbers and the amount of like support I'm getting already over there and new people who are coming in and whatnot, it's like technically with the amount of hours I put into YouTube, I shouldn't be where I am right now. And that I am where I am tells me that this is actually a good thing. So, like again on Saturday when we played Hades, like just to give you an idea, we were 8 people short, 8 of the average viewer numbers on Twitch. 8 on YouTube on a Saturday on a not timely announced stream with a game not everybody wants to watch. 8. And you know, when you see those numbers, it's like, what would happen if I put like my everything into YouTube? You know, these are definitely the thoughts which are coming up. So, yeah. I know and I have been very vocal in the past about streaming on multiple platforms, being very vocal about like doing multiple things at once. Like I have been very against it when I was still streaming on Mixer, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of people will remember that. And that hasn't really changed. I'm still against it because I know that I'm bad at it. Like doing like multitasking is not one of my strengths. But now after 4 months, I am back to my numbers I have basically been to when I got partnered on Mixer 4 years ago. That's what I'm back to. And that is not good. And thank you, by the way, everyone who liked and retweeted my tweet. I really do appreciate that. Like, thank you so much for the support. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And it helps. It helps so much. But no, it's like, I would love to focus only on Twitch, staying on Twitch, and just do my thing here. But there are so many variables which work against you. Like, it is unbelievable. So, yeah, that means Monday next week we will not be here. We will be on YouTube. I will do my gaming news there. I will do my gameplay, like nothing changes. It basically still stays the same. And if you miss it, well, the cool thing is after I'm done with streaming, it will be immediately available on YouTube. Like that is also like one of the craziest things, right? Like on Twitch, when you think about it, like on Twitch, when you are live streaming, that's it. That's the time where people can basically find your stream. That's the moment people can tumble into your stream and they are like, hey, I found you. And the moment you are offline, you are gone. Like, you don't exist on Twitch. And before anybody says, but what is about your VODs? Believe me when I tell you, nobody is searching for VODs. Like, nobody is doing that. How do I know? Oh, believe me, my statistics are telling me that nobody is doing that. Like, the amount of people who are actually finding my channel by looking for my VODs and searching for my VODs, like, it's not even a percentage number. And on YouTube, like, even after you are done with a stream, YouTube is still like giving around your stream, and they are like, hey, you want to watch this? Hey, you like gaming news? The first segment is like gaming news. You might want to check this out. Or like on YouTube, your content is still working for you even after you were done. And I know people will say, well, then just upload your whole streams on YouTube. It's not the same thing. It's a little bit weird how it works on YouTube, but let me show you this super quickly, and then we are jumping into gaming news. But whenever you were doing a live stream on the gaming, right? This one right here. It's like even after you were done with that live stream, it will show up here, like the recommended stuff, trending videos, like then the categories. That's still like, it still shows up here, and you still have a chance that your things are basically like being seen. Like even after you were done with a live stream, when you were just uploading your live stream from Twitch, it will not show up here. So that is another like positive thing about YouTube. Yeah, discoverability happens basically even if you were offline, when you were asleep. Yep. Because even if you're watching a video and then, like, when I click on this,
humanoids are on my shoulders here to get.
Shut up. It's like you have like the best of, you have like another live stream right here, and then you have like a lot of other things happening, right? It's just like you're just going down this YouTube rabbit hole, right? And that can be your live stream. That can be like another live stream people are showing. So, yeah. And one last thing I want to answer, because I know that some people might ask that question. Why are you not doing a complete move to YouTube? Well, two reasons for this. First, I want to see how it goes. Like I want to give it a test try. I want to collect some data, which is not on the weekend. So for me right now, this is more about like collecting data and numbers than anything else right now. Second, moving immediately to another platform, not necessarily the best idea you can have as a streamer, just to make that clear. And third, I do not am a partner over there at YouTube right now, and that would basically mean I would still have to tell people like, hey, if you want to support me, like, please go to my Twitch page and subscribe there or something like that. Like, that's just no. That's not what I want to do. No. Like, that's, oh, I don't know. I don't know. Patreon Texas. Yes, I know. I know. So yeah. So yeah, man, that was a long talk, long talk, but needed to happen. Like it did drive me crazy. It did drive me crazy over the weekend. So mm, yeah. All right. Now, with that said, I will mention this now and then over the course of the week because I know that not everyone is here. And I will also post it on Twitter and in my Discord so that everyone is getting the news and everyone is informed about this. Again, next week on Monday, we will stream on YouTube. Nothing changes. Like, the time is the same. The you will find a link on my Twitter, in my Discord, on Steam. You get informed about it. Like, nothing changes. It is really just YouTube instead of Twitch.